let's see if we're live or not yet, because who knows what could be happening at the moment.
Whenever you say going live, I always think of Sarah Green and is it Philip Schofield's going live?
Oh yeah. Gosh,
I'm just checking, and I can't see that we're live yet. Although it says that we've been live for 8 seconds.
I'll have a look. I'll have a look.
So if you're here, let us know in the comments, because I think StreamYard's been a bit glitchy. Oh, live, oh no.
Who knows if we're live?
You are?
You went.
Yes, we've got comments. We are live, so phew. Otherwise, I was going to have to do some more singing, which nobody needs, frankly. And people anyway, everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Simon, and today I'd like to be joined by Tom and Louise Savage, as she's very formally known on her little screen there, very formal, or HRH as some likes to call her. And we're here for the announcement for Spring Book HiBearnation. So the dates, the prompts, the group read. Well, we'll leave the group read to the last, but the prompts, what we're planning on reading, and all that kind of stuff. But first of all, happy Mother's Day, Mum.
Thank you. That's very kind. It's lovely to be able to do this on Mother's Day. It's a real treat. So, yeah.
It was paid to say that. Tom, it's lovely to see you. It's been a while.
Lovely to see you too. In your green spring jumper.
Yes, I forgot I own this.
Ooh.
There you go.
I want like a really cuddly black polo neck, and I thought that doesn't really bring spring to the table, does it? I'd be sat there.
I'm in like some hoodie, like it's the Arctic, but so I'm not very on theme, but there you go.
Well, to be fair, I don't think it's technically spring until next weekend.
Oh, is it not?
The clocks change. I never quite know.
I think it's on the 21st that it turns into spring. That's what I believe. Anyway, so hello to everyone who's watching. We've got a lovely lot of people here already. Apparently we're live on people's TVs, and lots of people wishing everyone a happy Sunday, but also a happy Mother's Day to the mother, aka Louise. So before we start chatting away, let's give people a little bit of time to join and catch up. But what have you been up to this weekend so far, Tom?
Well, I have done a lot of sitting down and watching telly, which is not very exciting, really. But you know, when you just have one of those weekends where you're just like, I need to chill, I need to just not do anything, I need to not tax my brain, and just watch rubbish TV and relax and eat nice food. That's what I've been doing. It's becoming a bit of a habit, though. I'm not being very productive with my weekends recently, but there you go. That's what I've been doing.
What about you, Mum? I'm sorry, Tom. I didn't realise you were still off. It's tricky, isn't it, when there's three of us? Me and Mum, like, it's really hard when there's three of you, because I'm also trying to check what you two are up to and what everyone's saying in the comments down below. Apologies. I over-talked.
Oh, well, I'd finished.
You have such a hard life, Simon. I'm going to get my hanky out in a minute.
Multitasking. Anyway, Mum, how's your weekend been?
It's been absolutely amazing, actually. Yeah, I was really lucky on Friday after work. I went for a fantastically muddy walk in the Wire Forest for a few hours, which was stunning, with a friend, because we were allowed. And then yesterday was a really lazy day. Didn't do an awful lot, went for a bit of a stroll. Very excited because my broad beans and peas are coming up in the greenhouse. I know.
Brilliant.
Today I've been on a walk with your two siblings.
My two siblings, Tom's siblings.
Yeah, two siblings. And they've really spoiled me. It's that I got pancakes cooked for breakfast. Some sort of tuna fish melt thing for lunch, which is really delicious. Huge walk. Yeah, it's been gorgeous. Thank you for asking. And I managed to squeeze some reading in as well.
I've not done very much reading this weekend. I think I've done so much for the last couple of months. I'm having a bit of a slowing down of reading. That's how I would describe it. But we'll talk about current reads maybe later on. So shall we get cracking with the plan for Spring Book Hibernation? Tom is ready. He's off. He's ready to go.
I've got my notes.
I can't do that.
Well, the question is, can you do this, Mum?
No. No, I really can't. It'll go all wrong.
I mean, that's good.
Wrong way. Look, you see, he's laughing at me.
Simon, behave.
Anyway, so we are going to be doing Spring Book Hibernation from the 26th of March 2021, Friday, until Sunday, the 4th of April 2021, which will be Easter Sunday. And for that reason, we're going to move around some of the lives that we're going to do and stuff over that weekend. So hopefully that's going to give people a week and a bit to do a bit of corking reading. And we've come up with 5 prompts, which is less than normal. Is it 5?
Bear with.
I think it's 5.
I'm looking in the wrong group chat.
It's really hard working with professionals.
I think it's 6.
I think it's 7.
Oh, it's 7 if you count the last
I wonder I struggle.
It's 7. So we talked.
Well, we've already figured out that we were struggling with counting earlier on, haven't we?
So we're doing really well. So there'll be 6 prompts, but one of them isn't a reading prompt, actually, and one of them is the group read. So, yeah. Anyway, right. Also, I've realised apparently StreamYard is having some streaming problems, ironically. So if we go glitchy, just bear with us. It'll catch up. It's lagging, apparently, every so often. Apparently, that's a technical term.
Was that bitchy or glitchy?
Glitchy. What's the word on Mother's Day, and she's absolutely off. So, anyway, right. Shall we go through the prompts first, and quickly, and then we can go through them and say what we're planning on reading to match that prompt? I think that'd be good. Who wants to go first? I don't.
I don't.
I will then. Okay, it's Mother's Day. I'll go first. So one of the prompts was to read a book with 5 words in the title, because when I tried to do it, I was really confident. I picked one and realised it only had 4. So I know it's 5.
We also have read a novella.
Which I'm very excited about that prompt. And then the next prompt is read a book with weather or a type of weather in the title.
Mum, that's your prompt.
Yeah, okay. So read something witty, something funny.
Or a comedy. And then read a book with yellow somewhere on the cover. I don't know who just commented, but Ethan Vixen will be thrilled because they said, I don't know if it's he or she actually, they said, please do not say the word spring. I can't find anything. We're not.
No.
Any of the titles. And then the 6th prompt is for a group read, which will be this. And this is Cheerful Weather for the Wedding. Cheerful Weather for the Wedding by Julia Strackley. And it's a Persephone classic, so it's absolutely beautiful. And it's very short, very sweet, and it's also a movie. So this will be a real book. And this will basically, we weren't going to do prompts based on the cover of the book, but we have.
But we have, yeah.
Because the 7th prompt is on Instagram. We want you to reenact this cover.
That's going to be brilliant. I can't wait to do that.
I'm looking forward to that. But actually, more than the reading, almost.
So Rebecca's asking which prompt I said. There was a few, but we're going to go through them all again now. And also, once this has gone live, I will leave it all the prompts and everything in the comments. And I know that we'll have a really nice Instagram live image that we'll put out. That Instagram live, Instagram stories. I'm meant to relax by the end of Sunday. My brain's still absolutely full. So if we go through the prompts in the order that I've got them here, which first is read a novella. Mum, what have you got to match the read a novella title?
So I'll be absolutely honest with you that I have blatantly I've really cheated. Really cheated. I think they might kick me off, just because because Simon and I are reading the long list for the Women's Prize, and I know if I commit to reading something, I've got to read it. So for the novella, I have chosen The Order of the Day, which has been on my bookshelf for ages. In fact, I actually bought this when I was with you, Simon, in Cheltenham. So that must be quite a while ago. Oh, hang on. Can you see that? I can never do my right thing. And basically it's set in the 1930s, and I think it sort of focuses on possibly the sort of the climate that led to the rise of Hitler. It's not a very cheerful or springy book, I suppose, but I have been wanting to read it for ages, and this seems like a very good excuse to do it. But also I think it kind of sheds a light on the current political climate as well. It's like making kind of in fictional form. So quite a serious book, but I have been told by people I know who've read it have been really impressed by it. So that's my first choice.
Before Tom says his, people asking what constitutes a novella, and I would say a book up to about 125, 130 pages. Anything between anything from there to there. That's what I would say. Also, somebody's just said that is a 5-word title.
Is it? 1, 2, 3. Oh, it is. That was the other thing. Yeah. Well, there you go. Hang on. 1, 2, 3. No, yeah, that is my 5-word title one as well.
We're coming back later. We're coming back, so we'll see that again.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, the other one's only 4. That's right. That was it. I was cheating because it's a novella and a 5-word title. It's a good job. You're all.
Tom, what is your novella that you're going to be reading between the 26th of March and the 4th of April?
So I have picked something that I've wanted to read for ages and ages and ages. I don't have a physical copy of it with me. I'm going to read it on the Books app on my iPad, but I've got a picture of it on my phone, which I'll show you for props. So what I've chosen to read for the novella prompt is this.
Oh.
Which I was struggling to find an English version of actually on the Books app, but I have found one now. But it's in with a collection of some of her other work. But I've wanted to read that for so long, ever since the film came out. So I'm very glad that we've got a prompt which will suit that. So yeah, I haven't. It's been ages since I've read the film. But yeah, I'm excited to read that. But I did also, as I was going through my shelves, I realised that I had lots of these little Penguin Black classics, and I thought this would actually be a really good way to get through a load of those. So because they're only so short, I could read quite a few. So I was wondering if Louise may help me choose some of these.
HRH.
Would help choose some of these, because they are, I don't know, what do you call them? Classics? I don't know. Ancient classics.
Ancient classics.
Ancient classics. We'll go for that. So the ones I've picked out, I've got 5 here, and I don't know anything about them.
I might not.
We might not, but we can pretend we do. So the first one is The Fall of Icarus.
Oh right, yes. Well, Ovid is amazing. I love Ovid. He's a quick win.
We could be here a while, everyone. We could be here a while.
So that's fab, because that comes from Ovid's Metamorphoses, which is a series of stories that are all transformations. So he starts off telling the mythology, ancient Greek and Roman mythology, right from the dawn of time, and takes it all the way through. And every single story, there is a metamorphosis, but also each story metamorphoses into the next.
Oh, cool.
He's a
So
genius.
that definitely that's on the high
That sounds really
list.
good. Yeah, yeah.
That's on the high list.
Yes.
The next one we've got is Homer, Circe, and the Cyclops.
Oh yeah, well you see, that's another winner.
Okay, that's going on the high list as well.
Circe's a witch, and you probably know who the Cyclops is. So that's an episode of Odysseus' story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's on the high list as well. These might all be on the high list. Simon passed out.
So rude.
I'm back.
Wake up.
Got waves of my childhood coming back, going around lots of museums.
I don't know how to pronounce the title of the next one, but it's by Sophocles, is it?
Oh, is it Antigone?
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, again, brilliant.
High list. Let's go on the high list. I'm going to have a very busy.
You are, yeah.
The next one is Jason and Medea.
Yeah, again, super. Oh, right, now that's more. So that's apparently the first novel.
Oh, really?
Oh.
So you might be interested to read that, or no, hang on, that's the Golden Ass, but it's got a sort of novelistic feel to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
To be fair, I can read all of these because they are very short.
Well, don't feel good. Have to.
But I might. Yeah, I'll see how I go. I'll do a top 3 or something.
Yeah.
And then the last one is Caligula.
Yeah. Well, again, I mean. So that is the life of Caligula. That's supposed to be his life story.
Yeah, it says the original biography of the murderous, crazed, and incestuous Roman emperor.
Exactly. So you've got murder, incest,
everything you could want from
Caligula means little boots. Little boots. That's what he used to wear when he was little, because he was in the army. He was brought up sort of in the army, and they made him a mascot, which could be one of the reasons why he was bonkers.
Right. Brilliant. Well, I
don't think you can go far wrong with any of those, personally.
Excellent.
And if you don't read them all, you won't cry. She'll just disown you, and that'll be it. And if you do, there'll be a test.
Yeah, there'll be a test at the end of spring on the YouTube live finale. I think I'll definitely go for this one. I think, and then the others I'll pick up. Because
I think it's great. Certainly is a kind of starting point, because it's a story. It's a complete story.
Brilliant.
So yeah.
Wonderful.
I feel we need to apologise to people, because apparently in America, this is about $50 secondhand.
Oh no.
So I'm going to say, if you watch the film, it counts. Anyway, my novella, which is the first part reading the novella, is Open Water by Caleb Azuma Nelson. And I've heard amazing things about this. It's about a young black couple who meet in a pub, fall in love, and we follow them. I think one is a dancer and one is either a painter or a writer. And it's just meant to be an absolute little book of joy, even though I think there are some quite dark themes within it. But I've just heard amazing things. It's meant to be an amazing, amazing debut. So I've been wanting to read this for ages, and so I thought this would be a perfect time. Now, next prompt, I'm going to go first in case we end up in a classical mythological chat for 75 hours.
I'm doing that for every prompt.
But the next prompt is read a book with weather or a type of weather in the title. And I've chosen one of the Women's Prize longlist books, which is Nothing But Blue Sky by Kathleen McMahon, which is about a man who thought he had the perfect marriage until his wife suddenly dies, and then he finds out loads of stuff about her that he didn't know. Yeah, it's perfect. And also, this on Mother's Day, here's a little story. What was the first thing I said, Mum? Because I didn't say it for ages. No, like as a kid. I didn't for a long time, ironically.
Yeah. This is really typical of Simon. So he didn't have a first word. He had a first sentence. My mum used to have a deux chevaux, a 2CV. So we used to drive around a lot with the hood off. In those days, I think we thought it was quite cool. And Simon's first words were "uk bu kais," which I think translated as "look, blue sky."
Ah.
Yeah, there you are. Weird.
This is a picture of me live reading the book in the future, just so you all know. Okay.
Well, you look like having a lovely time.
What? I've dropped the book in the sea though, which was a little bit of a problem, but we'll move on to the next thing. So, Tom, what is your book with weather in the title?
So my book with weather in the title is another of the small Penguin Black classics, and it's Charles Darwin, It Was Snowing Butterflies. So this is non-fiction, and it is it's an account of, hang on, let me just find the thing. Exotic creatures and unexplored terrains populate Darwin's account of the Beagle's momentous voyage. So it's extracts taken from the Voyage of the Beagle, which was first published in 1839. So quite interested to read this, because everything else I've got is fiction. So actually, that's a lie. It's not. But yeah, I'm quite excited to read this. And again, it's short, so I can make sure that I actually do read it. What
about you, Mum?
Well, I'm afraid I cheated horribly, because this is my final pick. So I'm going to try and see whether I can, read more. I will read a little more all the time, but am I disappearing now? So this is Matthew O'Farrell's Instructions for a Heat Wave. So I thought, heat waves weather. It's got yellow on the cover, and it's supposed to be witty. It's supposed to be like quite bring a smile to your face, apparently. If I don't find it very comic, I think I might find something else comic to read, if you see what I mean. But as I say, I wanted to make sure I could make it manageable. So there we are, Maggie O'Farrell, and it looks good. It looks really good. It's about a family saga. Have you read it?
Yeah, it's one of, I really like books set in the summer of is it 76 or 79?
It's
there was that massive heat.
Yeah.
And there's some really amazing. Joanna Cannon's written a book set then. Catherine Hall has that book set then. Oh, loads of authors. But that nicely links into, you said, the next one, which is read something that's funny or a comedy. Tom, what have you got for that?
Well, I've got something that I read a chapter of every now and again, but I'm going to finish it as part of the Spring Book Hibernation, and that is Kunk on Everything by Philomena Kunk. So
we've got that.
It's so good. It's so good. It's for anyone who doesn't know, Philomena Kunk is a character played by Diane Morgan, and there's lots of BBC series where she kind of does spoof documentaries. She does things.
Wonder, Tom. Yes, sorry to interrupt. It's called Moments of Wonder.
Moments of Wonder. I first found her through the spoof documentary she did, Kunk on Britain, where she goes around Britain looking at different things, and it's just absolutely hilarious. I don't really know how to describe the comedy, but having watched the BBC kind of spoof documentary she's done and reading this, you can just hear her voice in it. It's just absolutely hilarious. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting through this. It's basically she has the alphabet and different things in the alphabet, and she describes what she thinks of those things in each chapter.
Ace. That was really, really good. People are saying, Cindy said that she adores Instructions for a Heat Wave. It's her favourite O'Farrell apart from Hamlet. Misfits reads, loved Open Water. Also, people, this is a really good one actually. This is cold weather. If you love Jess Kidd and you're in America, then the Hoarder is known as Mr. Flood's last resort. I think a flood can be sorted weather. So I think that's really cool. My comedy is going to be another Women's Prize long-listed book, and that is Dawn French's Because of You. Now, I'm not sure how funny it'll be, because it sounds like it could be quite upsetting too, but I'm imagining it's going to be like a lot of warmth and humour in there. So that's what I'm guessing. Yeah, I don't really know much about it, other than it's about two women who go into a hospital, have babies at midnight on Millennium, and one leaves with the baby and one doesn't. So we'll see. Which doesn't sound very funny, but I think the way.
But I think you're right. I think they're well. I don't know actually, but I think the idea of perhaps some of her warmth making its way through the book will probably be correct. She's become quite prolific actually as a writer, hasn't she, Dawn Fred? She's written quite a lot.
Yeah, she has.
She has. I read the first one, and I remember just lots of jokes about poo in it, and that's all I can really remember. A bit like, Tom, do you remember the book that we read that we called the Cheesy Poo Book?
The Discomfort of Evening, aka the Cheesy Poo Book.
Because that's what they talk about, cheese and poo. People say the film isn't available. It is. It's on the dreaded Prime, actually, and it's free on there if you have that. But the group read is optional. You really don't have to, like, it's like, I don't want people getting stressed about it. Just to remind everyone, this is all for fun. It's just a really good way of shopping through your shelves, finding stuff that you wouldn't normally get to, maybe, or pushing books up the TBR, as it were. I always think that sounds so rude. Books up the TBR. But yeah, so anyway, next prompt is read a book with yellow on the cover. The one that I've gone for is what I thought would be on the Women's Prize list. And it's We Are All Birds of Uganda by Hafsa Zayan. And this is a book that's told now and in the past. And it's about a man who's in London who is from Uganda. And it's called Home. And I think it looks at the displacement of people when they were all forced to leave Uganda, but then also what happened when they went back and were allowed back in, and how difficult that was for them as well. So I think it's going to be really, really incredible. Tom, your book with yellow on the cover.
So my book with yellow on the cover is a book that I'm currently reading. I'm doing a month-long read along of it, a buddy read, sorry, with Emily from Novelle Novels and Gemma from Read a Book Gem, and that is Wives and Daughters by Elizabeth Gaskell.
Oh yeah.
So there's some yellow on the cover there. But I'm just the worst buddy reader in the world. I'm so far behind with this, but I know I'm going to be reading it through Spring Book HiBearnation, so it forms part of my TBR, and I'm glad it suited one of the prompts. I'm really, really enjoying it. I can definitely tell why it's some people's favourite Victorian novel, but I just need to find more time to actually get stuck in and read it. So yeah, Wives and Daughters by Elizabeth Gaskell for me.
Bob the Booker just said, I'm reading The Discomfort Evening at the moment, and that's the most accurate description I've heard.
It is. We should work in the marketing department, and we should have written the blurb. Cheesy poo. Cheesy poo.
I don't think people would have taken that one on. Jenny is saying that she's going to read Kololo Hill for the yellow book, and that's about Uganda and the displacement of people being native. That's incredible. Definitely recommend that one.
Talking about the Tin Man, Simon. Sarah Winman's Tin Man, somebody was reading, which is a fantastic book. But I think they said they found it heartbreaking, but I can understand that. But it's a beautiful book.
And also it's short.
Novella, yeah.
Yeah, so that would be a double. That would be a perfect double that one. Anyway, right, Mum, your book with 5 words on the cover is which one again? Hold that one up again.
The Order of the Day. The Order
of the Day.
Yeah. It's by Eric Weard.
Lovely. Tom, what's yours going to be?
So my book that I'm reading for the 5-word title, words in the title, 5 words, is again something that I've wanted to read since I was a kid but haven't, and that is The Great Fire of London. The Great Fire of London, yeah, by Samuel Pepys. So this is extracts of his famous diary, including the descriptions of the Great Fire of London. Yeah,
you'll love it. I've read Pepys' diaries and all of it, and he's just hysterical. He's completely obnoxious.
He's really?
Totally obnoxious man in my view, but he's so pompous and so funny, not deliberately funny. Yeah. So I'm really interested to see what you think of him.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. Was it originally written in code?
No.
Deciphered.
I don't know.
That's what it says in here. I'm sure it says that.
I thought that was the diaries of that northern infamous lesbian.
What? Who's that?
She wrote all of her books in code, didn't she? They've just done a TV show with what was she called?
Gentleman.
Yeah, and Lister, Gentleman Jack.
Right, yeah. Okay.
You ridiculous, but that's correct. Stacey's just said Yellow Book, A Net for Small Fishes, which is also 5 titles, 5 words in the title. Wow, numbers. So yeah, I would definitely, I've read that and I really, really recommend that. And also somebody said, Enid said, a funny book with 5 words in the title, yellow on the cover, which is a novella and has weather in the title. I challenge everyone to find one book that covers all the prompts. It's this one. It's the group read. But I might see if I can find another one of that. Anyway, my book with 5 words, and I've literally just been sat here going 1, 2, 3, double, triple. It's actually a short story collection from Australia because I'm wanting to read some of the Stella Prize long-listed books, which is like the Women's Prize, but for Australian authors, fiction and non-fiction, and short story collections. And I love this title. It's called Smart Ovens for Lonely People.
Wow.
Ah.
And it just sounds brilliant. It's from a really, really small independent press. I don't think you could count as it's a bit too long for a novella, but yeah, they've got things like a cat-shaped oven tells a depressed woman she doesn't have to be sorry anymore. A Utopia bespoke Terraria employee becomes paranoid about the mounting coincidences in her life, and 4 girls gather to celebrate their fabulous underwear.
Oh,
it's a brilliant cover as well.
Yeah. So I ordered this. I got this from Australia last year, and this is the perfect time to read it. And I thought, because I've got quite a few chunksters in there, although I'm just going to drop this in that I will be on holiday for the whole of Book HiBearnation, which will be lovely. And this has got really big print, the Dawn French, which I like. So yeah, so those are our TBRs, which is very exciting. We're going to hold all of mine up at once.
Oh, hang on. Oh.
Mine looks tiny. I feel inferior.
And it's only because I've got loads of really small ones here. They just bulk it.
Yeah,
out.
Tom's been it. Oh, hang on. Group read as well. There we go.
What?
But also, just to highlight to everyone, it really isn't meant to be stressful. Like, you can pick one prompt. I mean, if you read a book last time, that counted as a prompt because Tom couldn't pick the prompt properly. So, you know, we don't want people stressing out about it. And also, I don't want people spending a fortune trying to get a book that they may or may not like. Like, literally don't worry about that, because also the chat at the end is only ever really like 15 minutes max about the group read. It's more about what's everyone read, how they're going, and that links to the dates we will be doing things. So Friday the 26th is when it will go live, and we will be doing a live on Tom's Instagram. We'll probably do it about 6:15 because then we want everyone to join in with Lauren of Lauren and the Books Cozy Reading Night, which I think is that night. Then on the Wednesday, very exciting, Mum is going to host an Instagram live. So I'll be on standby just in case, but the aim is that Mum's going to host an Instagram live. So that'll be on Wednesday. Just look at the date. Wednesday the 31st. Yeah. So, and then we'll do a live, not on the Sunday, the 4th, but actually on Saturday, the 3rd. And Tom's had the great idea that we all need to come with a cup of tea and some cake and biscuits and have like a late afternoon tea or very early afternoon tea breakfast if you're in America, or midnight snack if you're in Australia. And we will then have a chat about how we've got on. And then it means that on the Sunday, at the end of the Sunday, you can share your wrap-ups with us of what you read, etc. And at any time during that week, if you recreate this book cover, we will be delighted, because we all are. I've had to buy yellow trousers, especially.
I'm going to get a professional hairdresser in to do that wave.
I'm heading there already. I'm going this especially.
Oh, there you go.
I've been growing this for this moment. It's the only reason I've let my hair get so long, just for Book HiBearnation.
I need to practice my sad look.
That Wilson look, isn't it? And I don't know what she's reading. I'm just practicing now.
She's really looking down her nose as well, isn't she? It's all a bit haughty.
Also, have you seen how much space there is around the in that book?
I know. I was just thinking.
How many what? I missed
There's
that.
so much space.
I can't hear you. So much
space.
Oh yeah. I like that though.
I do.
Yeah.
So let us know in the comments, because we've got a little bit of time left before we go, and we'll talk about what we're currently reading and stuff shortly. But let us know in the comments what you're thinking of reading, any recommendation of prompts for anyone. It may be that we might share our TBRs or any other ideas on Instagram and stuff, so keep your eyes peeled for that. And shall we go through the prompts again? Who wants to do it all in one go? Tom.
Okay, yeah, I don't mind. So first prompt, read a novella. The second prompt is read a book with weather or a type of weather in the title. The next prompt is read something funny or a comedy. The next prompt is read a book with yellow on the cover. The next prompt is read a book with 5 words in the title. That's 5 words in the title. And then the next one is read Cheerful Weather for the Wedding, which is the group read. But again, as Simon said, if you can't get hold of it, don't feel like you have to read that at all. And the last prompt is reenact the cover of Cheerful Weather for the Wedding and share on social media using the hashtag Book HiBearnation.
But also feel free to anything as you go. Well done, Tom. Anything as you go with the hashtag Book Hibernation, not Spring Book Hibernation, just Book Hibernation, because that way every time we do it. And yeah, there's that. So, has anyone got any questions for us? Because we can keep our eyes on that as well. I'm seeing loads of. Is winter a type of weather? That's a very good question.
It's a season.
I would say,
but
yeah, I would say it was more season.
But in the spirit of read what you want, maybe we could call it. Maybe we could give it a pass for this one.
Well, I think if it's the closest you've got on your bookshelves, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think you do say, "Oh, that's wintry weather."
Yes, you do. Yeah, you do.
So we've all just said yes. So, Betty's going to read Cold Comfort Farm for comedy. Clarissa Spector's Hour of the Star is going to be Sonia's novella. Marina's going to finally get to Robiano's The Rain Heron, which I really highly recommend. Also, I didn't realise it's Aussie April during Book Hibernation, obviously, and so that fits that perfectly. I'm feeling smug. And also, the other thing that we always like to do is read as diversely as possible. That's always a great thing as well. And somebody said that God's Jade and Shadow has 5 words in the title and yellow on the cover. We might go for that. Wintry showers, somebody said, and wintry should count. Yeah, I would say that's absolutely fine. So, have I missed anything out?
Someone's saying going to try hurricane season for the weather prompt.
I really want to read that, but I've heard it is traumatic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's about a character called Witch who has been murdered. I think it's incredible. It looks at misogyny in a really tricky way, which at the moment could be quite an apt, but also quite hard book to read with everything going on. Well, here in the UK at least. So, what are we all currently reading? Mum.
So I am currently reading something I've been wanting to get to for ages. I'm doing it the wrong way around again. There we go. Burnt Sugar by Avni Doshi. I hope I pronounced that right. I've got no idea. I started this morning, so I've only read a few pages because it's been quite a busy day, but I'm really enjoying it so far. It's I just finished How the One-Armed Girl Sweeps the House, which was I loved it. It was I love it when people, I don't know how they do it, when people write about really hard-hitting things in beautiful language. And it was quite, there were phases of that were very lyrical and quite poetic. And what's really good is that this has got quite a crisp, sort of more classic style of writing, I would say. So it's a really good kind of contrast. And it's about a mother-daughter relationship, so it's very appropriate for Mother's Day. Not necessarily a very positive mother-daughter relationship. So I think I'm going to really enjoy this. I think it'll be,
about it in the comments. People think it's fascinating, so good, incredible mother-daughter relationship. Yeah, that's getting quite a lot of comments. Tom, what about you? What are you currently reading?
Well, talking of mother-daughter relationships, I'm reading Wives and Daughters by Elizabeth Gaskell, which I'm doing a very bad job of buddy reading with Emily and Gemma. Bless them. Thank you for being so patient with me if they're watching. But yeah, this is again about a mother-daughter, mother-daughter, but more kind of mother-stepdaughter relationship, and kind of how that all pans out. And I'm really enjoying it. I do like Elizabeth Gaskell's writing. I find it very it's quite easy to read for Victorian literature. It reminds me a bit of Trollope, actually. So yeah, I'm enjoying this. But yeah, it's quite big, and I'm not that far through it. They're way ahead of me.
Don't worry about that, Tom. I've got 2 books on the go at the moment. Also, to people saying they're reading Clara and the Sun, which lots of people have been talking about. People have said trigger warnings for hurricane season. Miss Vic's Reed is currently reading The Death of Vivek Oji.
I love that.
Incredible. Story time with Anna reading The Prophets, which I've not mentioned at all on this channel every single week, pretty much. Yeah, there's some really cool books down there. So I'm reading 2 books at the moment. The first of which is The Robber Bride by Margaret Atwood, because it was meant to be a vlog I was going to film in a week. Not happened. Where I'm reading some of Mum's favourite female authors, and my mum's favourite book off that shelf. Off the shelves. I'm rubbish at wrapping things up like this.
Off your shelves that you have. Yeah.
5 favourite female authors and a book that I have on the shelves that is Mum's favourite. And this was one of them. I mean, look at the size of it, our word. So,
you fly through it. Are you enjoying it?
I've put tabs in where I have to get to every day. And also, what was really sweet, I found a receipt in it saying where I bought it on the 26th of the 9th, 2009 in Wimbledon. And Mum, you like this, we had loads of my granddad's paintings reframed in the house, and some of them needed to be made smaller to fit. And one, he'd done his signature on it twice. So I've now got Bong's signature as a little
pretty nice.
And then the course, that's lovely. So yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. And I didn't tell you this actually, but the reason that's not there is because I DNF'd it the first time I picked it up.
I just think, don't you think it crackles?
I don't
love the relationships and the women. I just think they're brilliant.
I think that it takes. What I will say about it is it takes a long time to get into it because you go through the same scene with 3 different women over 200 pages. I'll be like, come on. But I'm enjoying it. And then the other book that I'm reading is Fire and Essay. I don't have a clue what is going on. I'm enjoying it, but I literally don't know what. I'm literally like this.
I saw on Instagram that you said you didn't know, but you were like, I think I'm enjoying it, but I don't know what's happening.
It's about a man or a being who lives in lots of halls, and some of them flood with water, and some of them don't, and some of them have fishing, and then there's lots of different statues, and diary. That's his diary. Entry for the 15th day of the 6th month in the year that the albatross came to the southwestern hall.
Is it quite short?
Yeah.
Because that in complete contrast to
Mr. Norrell.
Mr. Norrell, yeah.
I mean, honestly, there's something I literally don't have a clue what is going on, but I'm not liking that.
People are saying you'll love it more as you go through it. It'll grow on you. It makes more sense. Though. That's what they're saying.
Also, people are also saying they're a little scared. Don't be scared of it. It's really, really interesting. I think it's, though, I will say, I think it's a book you can't dip in and out of. I think you need to spend a bit of concentrated time, because I've had a little break through it now, and I'm like, oh, hang on a minute, which hall was he in, and what day with the albatross was it? I can't remember. But no, I think it's very different from what I haven't so far felt it's a fantasy novel. Interestingly, I've got thoughts on what this book might actually be about. So yeah, so that's what I'm currently reading, and yeah. But a lot of people say you would love it, Mum, and also apparently piracy was something to do with antiquity.
I can't. You broke up then. What did you say?
Apparently there was a piracy in a bit after antiquity.
Oh right, okay. Was he an artist?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that might make sense. Actually, I think I might. I'd have to do some research.
Tracy Edwards says that enjoying a book when you don't have a clue what's happening is a sign of brilliant writing. I think a lot of authors would agree with you, Tracy. I'm not sure how much I agree with that, but I am, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And I think I'm going to start my Dark Vanessa next, which is mine and Melanie's next book club pick, because we're recording that later this week. So I haven't started it yet. So what have you both got lined up for the rest of Sunday before we depart and leave all these lovely people to get on with the rest of their Sundays?
Go on, Tom.
Well, I'm looking at the weather outside and it's pouring down, but I really need to go for a jog, which is a very boring thing to do on a Sunday evening. But yeah, I think jog, bath, bed for me.
Lovely.
That's not very interesting.
I'm hoping to, I'm hoping to snuggle up and watch a film with your siblings, probably in our pajamas. I think dinner's being cooked as well. I'm really looking forward to just chilling around the table and chatting. And
oh, lovely! I'm going to be having a steak pie. And I'm sorry, Tom.
All right. Oh my god! I had a vegan steak and onion pucker pie on Friday. It changed my life.
Oh wow!
It was absolutely wonderful. I shall be having at least 3 a day from now.
Wow, you're on to a winner there. And so we started watching The Handmaid's Tale again because I always get to the same episode in series 2 and never get any further. And we have now broken that record, although it's not the funnest thing to sit and watch of an evening, it has to be said. But no, I'm enjoying watching that. So yeah, right, well, we will catch you all from, let's go through it again very quickly, from the 26th of March until the 4th, Friday the 26th of March until Sunday the 4th of April. That is Spring Book HiBearnation. We'll be doing lives on the Friday on Tom's Instagram, the Wednesday the 31st, hopefully on Mum's Instagram, and the Saturday back here. The prompts are read a novella, read a book with weather or a type of weather in the title, read something funny, read a book with yellow on the cover, read a book with 5 words in the title, and if you want to, read the group read Cheerful Weather for the Wedding. And also reenact this cover on social media, #Book HiBearnation, and also share your TBRs and all those other things. We would love to see all of that. Also on my Instagram, and I'll link in the description, all of the prompts on Tom's Instagram accounts, and you can do all of that whole lovely shebang. So, Mum, Tom, don't leave, stay.
Not like I did last time. I just went bye.
Yeah, Tom's like bye. But yeah, we hope you all have a lovely rest of Sundays. We hope you've enjoyed this catch up. Sorry if it's been a little bit glitchy. I'm not sure what's going on with that. But we'll be back on Tom's channel with a live on the 26th, and I'll be back with a new video for you all on Tuesday. So I'll see you all then. It's bye from me.
Bye from me.
And it's bye from me as well. Bye.
Bye.